So, welcome, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Dorota Walentek, and I represent Częstochowa University of Technology. And the topic of my presentation is top-down and bottom-up collaboration as a factor of technological development of smart cities. Smart city, the example of Taipei. And the study was conducted by me and by Professor Dorota Walentek. The aim was identification of advantages and risks of top-down and bottom-up collaboration. Maybe I missed it. Okay. So my presentation is divided in 6 parts. We met here to talk about technology, so I will start with a short definition of smart city as a place enabling a technological development on many levels at the same time. Then I will say a few words about top-down and bottom-up initiatives. I will outline why we was choosing Taipei, and I will present Go Smart organization. I will present also Smart State collaborative ecosystem, and finally I will say a few words about advantages and risks of this combining of top-down and bottom-up initiatives. According to the World Bank, in 2020, the number of people living in city areas was 56% of the entire global population. And by 2050, it will be 66%. So due to this process of urbanization, plus development of technology and people's desire to more comfortable life, appeared an idea of smart city. And smart cities, efficient and environmentally safe place. Very important is here an optimal integration of individual systems such as transport, construction, waste management, healthcare, public safety, education. And these systems are controlled electronically. So we have here a very nice definition of smart cities, of smart city. A smart city is a city where humans, trees, birds, and other animals can grow with all their glories, imperfection, freedom, and creativity. They are not just cities of technology, but cities of love, life, beauty, dignity, freedom, and quality. But in the practice, yes, it's true. I like this definition, but in practice, there are no smart cities without technology. So technology is very important. And now we should ask a question or 2 questions. Who is creating technology initiatives in cities, and what is the process of implementing them? Because let's imagine I have a brilliant idea today, technological idea. I'm a private person, but I have to admit that I have a little less money than, for example, government or a big company. So how can I implement my idea? It's not so easy. And technology is like fish. The longer it stays on the shelf, the less desirable it is. So my technological idea, it's important when I can implement. When I will wait 5 years, 10 years, it's not so important. There are 2 main types of initiatives, top-down and bottom-up. And top-down are taken by administrative authorities. They are ordered and hierarchical, usually concern long-term planning. They are comprehensive and predictable. They have comprehensive and predictable character, and their main purpose is stability in the city or carry out inspections in individual sectors. And on the other side, we have bottom-up. These initiatives are related to the ideas of citizens and business. So, for example, me as a private person, they are often have often a much smaller scale than top-down initiatives because of money, because of legal opportunities. They have tested and experimental character, and they are mainly submitted by representatives of the business sphere. And now, why Taipei? Because it's not so easy to combine top-down and bottom-up initiatives, but there is a system in Taipei where it's possible. So we've just chosen Taipei because it's a city with area 271 square kilometer, and on this area lives 2.7 million people. So they need intelligent solutions because it's not so big area. I can compare this with Warsaw. Warsaw has more than 500 square kilometer, and there are 1.7 million people. Sofia, for example, has 492 square kilometer, and there are 1.2 million people. So Taipei needs these solutions. And in 2021, Taipei was third in Smart City Index. It's a prestige index where are smart cities from the whole world. In 2020, it was 8th. Additional, Taipei organized Smart City Summit and Expo 2021 and 2022. And from Taipei comes Go Smart organization. It's a global organization of smart cities. It's an international network of smart cities. They share with projects and share with ideas, solutions. And the mission is to create a platform dedicated to sharing of international resources. There are 24 city members and 114 industry members. We have the webpage, so you can check. And we've interviewed Anita Chen. She's Deputy Secretary General, and we've asked her several questions about how to combine this top-down and bottom-up initiatives. Is it possible? And yes, it is, because in Taipei, they used some scheme. I will show you the scheme. And they combine this initiative. Yes, this is the scheme. It looks a little bit complicated, so I try to simplify it. Maybe it will be better a little bit. I hope so. As you can see, there are 4 steps in the process of combining top-down and bottom-up initiatives. First, strategic map. So, administrative authorities, government of Taipei, they have vision, plan. They have their policy. And from the other side, we have international trends and resources, think tanks. And these 2 elements are building strategic map. And then we are going to the step number 2, development structure. So government, and here is very important mission of a special department of Taipei. It's Taipei Project Management Office. This is a department who controlled all this system. So this Taipei Project Management Office, they have structure, but from the other side, from business sphere, from private person, there are many projects, and private persons and business sphere can share these projects via a special platform, internet platform. They can do it anytime, and 4 times a year they can. It's something like maybe not a contest, but they can implement their projects if the projects are good. They can share these projects, and then we come to step number 3. It's proof of concept. So all projects are tried on a small scale. For example, last year it was a project with electric nurses. It was a robot who could come to the room in a hospital and could measure temperature or give medicine to the patient. So there was no contact nurse and patient. And this project was tried in a small scale in few rooms in one hospital in Taipei. And after proof of concept, they can analyze. And when I'm saying they, I mean departments, Taipei Project Management Office and related departments, also Department of IT, and also academic industry, and business sphere. They can give their opinion. And private people can vote via this platform. I will show you this platform on the next page. So it's good, and everyone knows it. It's not okay. It's not just once a year, or when you have money, then you can vote for some project. No, you can do it all the time. And this organization is from 2016, so it's 6 years now. And if the concept is okay, then we can go to step number 4, promotion. So in promotion, government helps with implementing this idea, this project. And very important is also international connecting here. So other cities can use from these projects. We all can see these projects on the page on this platform. Maybe not all parts of this platform are in English, but most of them they are. And if the concept needs some, it's not so good, then it can be fixed and tried once again on a small scale, and then Taipei can use it in the whole city and share this idea with other countries. And this is this internet platform, Smart Taipei. This is English version. So on this platform now, it's 290 projects. And as I said, business sphere and private person can share with their projects.
Does this like recognize incoming Chinese missiles?
No, but maybe there are some projects with it.
I think that application like this would be very useful, you know? Chinese architecture.
You can sign in and you can, yes, you can propose. It will be very nice. So, and okay, the main advantages and risks of this combining top-down and bottom-up collaborations. This combining has positive impact on the technological development of the city. Another advantage is collecting creative ideas from private sector, because private sector is
people like me.
Yes, of course. And because private sector is more creative, and business has many brilliant ideas, while maintaining the order and structure established by the authorities. And when I said order and structure established by the authorities, I mean the legal policy, and it's also very good because of the money. It's maybe not so easy for a business sphere to implement some ideas, but government can give money for this. Of course, there is a special contract. I don't know details. It depends on the projects, but it's possible. Okay, and the city becomes more open to new possibilities, and participation of residents in the technological development of the city. Well, yes, this participation. Residents are more they want help by technological development of the city. They can vote. They can also share with their projects, but as I said, mainly do it companies and business spheres in general. And why? because preparation of documentation is time consuming and needs knowledge, and private person not always have time for this. Maybe they don't believe so very strong in this project, but they can do it and they can vote. It's very important. And risk. Anita's, yes, of course, money, problem with determining the scope of responsibility of individual entities. And Anita meant money and responsibility with, for example, preparing of documentation. Who should do it? Who should pay for this element of implementation, etc., etc. So it should be very good and right in this contract. Long application processing time. In 2021, the average time for implementing was 11 months. And from the individual products, it was from 1 month to 44 months. So for Anita, it's too long, and she wants to shorten this time. And the last risks, too low number of processed application. In 2021, it was 46 applications. I'm sorry, implementations. So Anita said, now we have 290, but it's in process. It's not projects that are implemented. So Anita wants that it will be more projects in the future. And yes, it's very important because other smart cities can use from this ecosystem from this combining of top-down and bottom-up initiatives. We don't have in Poland such scheme. We have something like budżet obywatelski, but it's something completely different because we can vote sometimes, and it's not a project with strong documentation. So it's I can compare these two systems. And we have contests, many contests, but it's also not the same. Here, if the project is good, can be implemented. And it's not just one project. There could be more projects. So now, one of my favorite authors, Terry Pratchett, said that in the beginning there was nothing, which exploded. And yes, for the beginning, we have a problem, and then we have an idea. But sometimes we don't have opportunities, legal, financial opportunities. So I hope that this scheme can be helpful for other smart cities because technology is, and ideas are very important. Technology is important, but the process of implementation is not so easy sometimes. So I'm a big fan of technology, and I wish all of us many positive technological explosions. But at the same time, I wish that we as human beings, we never forget that there are things more important than technology. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for a very actual and interesting presentation. So now we have
I have a question about the proprietary solution, and I'm wondering if people or organizations are proposing such projects, if later on they get some incentives from it, because I foresee that I can have a brilliant idea how to improve the functioning of the city. But then using such a platform, I, in a way, give that idea away, and it may be somehow public. So if I'm somehow rewarded for it,
it's a special contract between government and the business sphere. Business sphere, because mostly there are projects from business sphere, not many. Anita doesn't meant about any product from a private person because of this time consuming, for example, and from but there are contracts between government and business and companies, or company that create this idea. And the problem is with this fees, because not everything is in the contract. So sometimes you have to pay for some elements of this implementation, and there is problem. Who should pay, government or business? And sometimes it's also a problem with money that business can earn, because business can earn money from this project, okay, but government can use these elements also for other projects. So this contract had to be very detailed, prepared, and this can be a problem. But business fair can earn on their product. It's not go away.
So at the moment, this bottom up, it's not like very bottom, like Professor Koprzewski with his initiative. It has
yes,
like organization or companies that propose the solution. And
Yes.
there's a agreement between government or authorities.
Yes, but because of the mentality of private person, because they can. They can give, they can prepare documentation. It doesn't cost the money, but it needs time and knowledge. So maybe in the future there will be more projects from private persons. Anita wants it. We can contact her next year and ask.
So it looks like we
Because
get
yes,
some
please.
questions from the audience. Now perhaps somebody else would like to ask.
So, for
Yes.
example, when
Maciek, please.
there's a proposal and
I have a question. Can I start?
Yes, definitely.
But
But something.
No, the systems they can share with ideas, but I don't think that they will share with this data so precise. They put the ideas on internet platform, this global organization of smart cities. They meet, they discussed about it, but because you meant about code, for example, yes? Yes. No, it's not like that, I create something and I spend on it, I don't know, 6 months, and then I will give it to you. They give ideas and they can, but not code. But you know, I can ask Anita about this, so detailed, and I because they share just ideas and they discuss about it.
But not much of cinema. So there are these ephemeral things which can work in one place but not the others. Gets to a chef and it's a recipe for a good meal. We use it. If the same idea goes to a frog, for example, then the effect will be different.
Of course, I fully agree, but in this concept, the most important thing is that business fair can share their projects, and the projects are different. So maybe this, let's say, nurses will be good in one country, but not so good in other countries. Maybe I need someone who can hack me when I'm sick. You know what I mean? So the projects are different, and
In my experience,
I suppose that you have a chance to talk directly, and let's give a chance to put question online.
if something works in Poland, say, there is a good chance that it will work in other European Union. It's because we share a common
I
frame.
think that they can't hear us.
Data,
Probably.
formats when it comes to certain types of technologies.
The chairman would like to stop this discussion.
Let's say,
Sorry.
schema, the same setup to, let's say, Latin America. It could be really not more.
yes, of course, it can, but maybe it will. Nobody said that it should be copied in every country. But at the first place, the idea is implemented in Taipei. And then it's also shared international. So we have two, I showed you two internet platforms. It was Taipei, Smart City Taipei, and it was Global Organization of Smart Cities. So first, the projects are implemented in Taipei, and then there are shared to other countries via this global Organization of Smart Cities.
So I
Uh,
understand
so,
that it will be never-ending
If it
discussion
doesn't work
between you.
in other countries, then it will be work in Taipei and in Taiwan.
Yeah,
Yes.
as you said, the idea is in a very specific environment because our Taiwan is rather highly industrial society. The education is and well, okay, so this is a source of data which says this idea is born in Taiwan. And so we can apply for a project or a grant to try and implement it somewhere else. But it's in no way a guarantee. So it's a bit of a different way of thinking because in Europe, we tend to think regionally, yeah, to fit into the existing schemes and systems and exploit them for the betterment of society.
It's hard to
We
interrupt.
have this large
Sorry.
region,
Yeah.
which is largely similar. But if you have one highly developed smart city like, well, as you said, there's not many other cities on a similar level where you could say that 90% chance that this idea will work. So maybe this is the main issue that those ideas which work in Taiwan, they may be transplanted to other cities or regions with the same level of development.
Maybe, but this international sharing was only something additional, because the most important thing is that everyone from business fair can share their ideas and projects. And this combining top-down and bottom-up is possible, I think, in all countries. Maybe not on this level, maybe on this level, on this levels are different, but we can combine it. Yes, this sharing is something extra.
So now is good
I
time,
know what you mean, yes.
moment for
I agree
interrupt.
with you, but it was just
Sorry.
an example that they can share with other countries. These
Hear me
countries,
or not?
the other countries, other cities don't have to implement these ideas, no, but business fair can share the idea and can have support with implementation from government.
Sorry, Dorota, can you hear us?
Right.
Because it looks that we are not participants.
Yeah.
We also share ideas because things like the whole data infrastructure, the geoportal network, the metadata, etc. All of those things which are used throughout the European Union are open.
Excuse me, but this is not one paper conference. We should start new presentation of new paper
So I
and
think we may have something similar on a different level. I think it's more complete because of the open data and code, which is associated. Yes, of course, sharing the ideas is great, and it's good to know that there's something like this. But it would be better if it were more, let's say, expanded in the way what they are sharing.
I think that I understand what you are talking about, but I'm a little disagree with you because I think that we are talking about two different kinds of things. These projects, we don't have in Poland something like that, that you can put your project every time, and if it's good project, then you will get money from government. We don't. We have contests, yes, but we don't have this kind of platform. And this is something new. and the sharing is extra.
So it's
I mean about the process, implement ideas on this area, and then I can share this. Yes.
Right, we are talking about two slightly different things.
Mhm.
Because I'm thinking about what this system, which you describe, means for us, what we can get
Mhm.
right now. So not only as an idea that
Mhm.
it would be great to have something here, but also as a resource of things which we can take and apply without some government cooperation.
Mhm. We can have intuitive internet platform when we can, or another source when we can share our ideas, and we don't have. And we can use proof of concept, so we can try these ideas, this project on the small scale. And I haven't heard about it in Poland. Yes, I heard when the company tried their projects, but not from the government side, because government gives money in Taipei for these projects.
So on a local scale, we have some initiatives which may be already seen. So we have websites set up by the local government,
Mhm.
for example, which allow the citizens to vote for
Budżet
something
obywatelski.
and to, let's say, suggest some changes, like
Mhm.
tackling the fees
Yes.
or fixing things in the road, etc.
Yes, but is budżet obywatelski?
No,
No?
these are different.
Okay.
They are like apart.
Mhm. But okay, it will be very, very quick. But how many projects are winning then? Two?
It depends.
It depends. Here can win all projects. So from that point of view, I think it's quite good because all projects can win if they are good and if the proof of concept is positive.
I think a lot applies.
Yes.
My suggestion is to finish this discussion for now. Please continue discussion. Yeah, so thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, because it is really very exciting to guide the session online if some people are against the rules. Sorry for this.